right. Good morning, peoples. It is Friday, March 7th. Hope you all have a great day on Friday and a excellent weekend. I just have a quick one for you to jump in here and give you these new Roundhill weekly pay. These typically very high yielding, well, all except for Apple, but Apple's tremendously stable company for the most part. But you got Nvidia, you got Tesla, you got Palantir, and you got Coin, and then you have Apple. So let's jump in here and talk about these guys. Um, Markets look like they're down prior to the open. So hopefully we bounce, but look like that we had a day up or we had a day down, a bounce up, and then a day down. So very likely we continue down for a while, but we shall see. We shall see. All things come to pass. All right. So NVIDIA and the Roundhill family. So these are doing just as advertised. They're paying weekly. So in a down market, they clearly are bringing down the payment and bringing down the yield. Let's look at Nvidia. I think Nvidia is looking to me like what's it at? What did it close at in the market? Let me check for you people on another screen. 110.57. Yeah, I think 98 is calling it, maybe even 90. It just looks like to me that those targets could easily happen in March. So anybody out there with a lot of margin or anything like that, be very, very careful. I know it's a little bit late to even be saying that again, but I've been saying that for some period of time. Um, so what did we have here? Last week on NVW, right? Underlying is NVIDIA, so they're writing these weekly calls and puts to generate income. Look at the weekly change last week on 228 from the previous week, even though they weren't paying then, but from the previous week was down 8 points. So at least it's only down 428 going into today since 228. So you see that the 37-cent payment, I make it green on the new one, and as these get longer here, like I do in all the other round hills, like these, you typically see the top one. Actually, I'm doing it reverse order there. Orange on the top and green underneath. These I'll do green on the top. But you're gone from 37 to 26, and your yields drop from 46 to 36 here, people. Yep, still doing the 52. All right. And that's because the price is dropping, in all honesty. All right, so let's go to the Tesla one. And Tesla has been particularly beat up and continues to be beat up. Um, Yeah, it closed at 263, the underlying. This thing could easily go back to 150. I'm just looking at the chart, which I haven't shown you guys here. But we shall see. I'm hoping that March isn't as ugly as it could be, and it's just a reasonable pullback. All right, so that's what we have for Tesla. Look at this part is positive, down 13. That's brutal. Although I'll bet the Pltw one down here on the bottom, 12. Okay, it wasn't, I figured it would have exceeded it. It's only down 3 going in. Okay, but Tesla pre-market, I don't know. I think that these could continue. And look at this. This one's almost cut in half. It went from 39 and a half, rounded to 40. This one rounds to 22. So that's like almost a 50% reduction. Actually, yeah, 50% reduction. And look at the yield. We went from 54 to 32. But regardless, these are still yielding. That's why these kind of funds exist, right? Because of high IVs and volatility. I didn't update these from last week. I need to do that. But I imagine the volatility hasn't gone down based on the market. So here's Apple, a tamer 26 30-day IV, and we only went from 24 cents to 20 cents. So there's something for stability, people. Clearly, it's not a bad item. So we've got 47.60 versus 48. Not bad. We went from being down 2 in 1 week to a point 0.8, which again, that's what contributes. That's what gives you stability. Though it's not a volatile company, even though it's a huge market cap company. All right, so coin and koi. 31 to 34. Go coin. Let's see what the coin chart looks like separately while I'm talking to you guys about it. Yeah, it's going down back and forth in this, 198 to 225 over the last 2 days. It's just been up and down in that range. It closed in about the middle of it yesterday at 214. Um, so we shall see on that. And I expect something out of coin. I mean, it's not like Bitcoin is 50,000. I mean, it's still, 80, 90,000. So coins should be, people have to do transactions. So it's going to get used. It's not as volatile just as the pure BTC and meme coins and Solana and all of that. So people have to go out that are involved and utilize their brokers for crypto. All right, so 42 and 46 on the yield and not much downside. I like that. I really, really like that. And this, I should make this green, guys. Sorry about that. I don't make these conditional. Sometimes when I do a bunch of stuff, I make the formatting conditional and then it automatically does it. But when you have a couple, it's not a big deal. All right, so last one, Palantir, PLTW, right? These are all, think of them as the yield max single stocks, your Misties, your Conies, but paying on a weekly basis. So you stayed here reasonable. I mean, we were down 12, right? $12, almost call it 13. And now we're only down about 2. Now, what is it doing going into this week? It is, yeah, 80. Yesterday's trade, it was down 967. Okay. Um, but that's not bad. That's the underlying. That's obviously not PLTW because they all have different pricing. Not bad. The yield is staying there. But when I saw 18 cents, I didn't think it was so great, but it's stabilizing, right, based on this downdraft. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. It's trading at 29.49. Wanted to get these Roundhill. Roundhill's been real, really good. I got some exciting comparisons I'm going to do tomorrow after the close. Well, we're already tomorrow. Sorry about that. We're getting ready to open the Friday market. So after the close of the market, early into the evening, I got some real comparative analysis that I think all you guys are going to really like and appreciate on the Roundhill and the yield maxes and the defiances and I think it's some really good stuff. All right. Have a great day ahead and have a great weekend. Again, this is Bruce with Targeted Wealth Creation. I'm not a financial advisor. Have a great weekend. Bye for now, peoples.